Okay, hello folks. How's everyone doing? Tuesday, 27th of September, 2022. Have we seen the dip being bought yesterday and holding high on equities today out of the US? We have 1.7 up on NASDAQ, 1.4 up on the SPOOs, and 1.1 on the Dow. The dollar is still holding quite high at the moment, but the market's just been so long or so short, I should say, that a little bit of harking back to the chat that we had with Jason Shapiro, in that once the whole market is short, record put volume last Friday, well, maybe it's time to start buying into this dip, and we are certainly down on the year. So let's have a look at the main culprit here, SPOOs, and see where we sit from yesterday. We've been looking at these weekly bars here. Looking at this low put in. Just let me get this off here. Yeah, looking at this low put in here on the first of the week of the 1st of March 2021. Really, that 36.95s actually came in as quite a nice little area to get in on a long today so far. But I can't really see too much in terms of sort of day trades to be done here, other than, do we want to buy this dip? I like it. I think we can pull back here quite a bit, actually. Certainly into these sort of little excess lows that we have down around here. We can kind of imagine that we could probably trade somewhere into these on the SPOOs. Right now, we are up quite a bit. We may see that continue through this session. I think it's going to take a hell of a lot, and certainly, we've got US data to come up now shortly, in 15 minutes for durable goods orders out of the US, and then house price index in 40 minutes from now. So and then CB consumer confidence at 3:00, new home sales as well, all coming out of the US. I don't think that sounds like the type of data that is going to have us push to a new low on the week here on the SPOOs. I think a lot of the horror show is priced in. And so, yeah, probably best to be looking at longs today. So here it is on the 60 minutes on the SPOOs. We can see this 36.95 level here, just bisecting this whole range essentially, and seeing a bid up through APAC and the 8:00 bell there into new highs on the session on the SPOOs at 8. Pull back. Where to pull back to? 36.95s even. Buyers came in, and now we're looking at the highs on day. Okay, so this is just a little bit of a range that we identified yesterday in the room to kind of stay on the right side of the market. Basically, yeah, just while we need to observe what's happening in this area around these lows. So I think it's buoyant. We're holding up, and I just don't know if we're going to have really bad data to make new lows on the week. So that's kind of it on the SPOOs. Didn't mean to do that. Get that back up. Looking at the Dow, really similar stuff on the Dow, and the NASDAQ has proved to be a little bit stronger yesterday and today, percentile wise, than its brethren on the equities. Looking at oil here now as well. We were looking at this zone of buying. Basically, it's like a demand area down here. It's the low of the week of the 14th of Feb, just prior to the invasion in Ukraine. And so that's 76, spot 56 is there on the low, and what a low that was really on the overnight to be getting long. As you can see here, came in. I'm not going to say to the tick, but very tight risk to be put on here. Getting back to that May 2015 high, 78.32s. Just kind of holding the line on VWAP right now. We know what these levels are below pivot here as well. So it's not just pivot holding this market up on the lows, and there's also some bigger stuff happening on the highs here as well. So look, I just think oil's. I think I'd rather step off oil for now until we get some form of better catalyst. That we can kind of really get involved with. But looking at IHS marketing reports, the participation is low. There's lots of lots of downsides, essentially catalysts. One of the main one being China perpetual lockdowns. Then after that, the IEA report saying that oil production was gonna head south. Russia was going to lose 3 million barrels a day in production, and they didn't. They increased production since the invasion. So that's kind of why we're having a shit time here in oil, basically. Okay, so you know, is China going to reverse its policies on its perpetual zero COVID lockdown policies? I don't think so. So you're just getting oil now trading on VWAP. I don't think so. And so I think we probably need to come back here and all we need to do is actually wait for a decent catalyst to come out. And that what is that going to be? It's going to be news on Chinese lockdowns, locking, unlocking. It's going to be information about diminishing production of oil in Russia, for example. Iranian deal, it's not getting done. It's not getting done. The oil's not coming back. And while we sit on these lows, I think OPEC are going to be looking at this 76 area, and they're going to be saying, listen, if we drop through 70s, we're going to have to come out and talk about further cuts. Okay, so I think that's pretty much what's going to happen there. So let's just sit on the sidelines in oil for now. But I'm confident we're going to have a day soon where this thing, makes a $5, $6, $7 day, and to the up or the downside. So that's it really. Gold, let's not talk about it. It's just not happening. And cable, let's talk about cable. I mean, what is there not to talk about here? Last time this happened in cable, as you've probably read and watched and been told so far, is that it's 35 or 37 year new low on cable. So last time this happened, it got the Conservatives out of office, and they didn't come back until 2005. So Liz Truss is getting a baptism by fire here in her new shiny, comfortable seat in number 10. And I don't think she was ready for any of this to happen. The poor girl. So look, cable, Nomara talking about parity by November. I mean, look, but you could throw a tennis ball and hit it from here. So is there a good trade to be had there? It's going to be very tricky. I've got nothing in terms of references around this area apart from this big fib level, 1.066s. This is a 100% extension of the all-time bid up. I can show you that now here easily on this. Actually, I don't have my full data loaded for the daily chart on cable, but trust me, we can go lower. So that's it. Yeah, that's it for me for another pre-US session. We're about to kick off here now on this data out of the US. And if you haven't clicked to like or subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, please do hit the button. And listen, have a great session, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.